What if I told you the future of money is already decided? Not by governments, not by central banks, not even by the free market, but by a group of people so wealthy, so connected, and so far ahead that by the time the world realizes what's happening, it will already be too late. Right now, at this exact moment, global elites are quietly preparing for a financial future that looks nothing like the world we live in today. A future where cash disappears, ownership gets redefined, currencies compete, and your financial freedom may depend on decisions you make this year, not 10 years from now. But here's the question no one asks. What exactly are they preparing for? And why? To understand that, we have to go back, way back, to the origins of money itself. Because the future always leaves clues in the past. Most people think money has always been this simple thing: you work, you earn, you spend. But elites, bankers, old families, tech CEOs, billionaires, have always known a deeper truth. Money is not wealth. Money is power, and whoever controls it controls everything else. Throughout history, empires didn't fall because they lost wars. They fell because they lost control over their money. Rome collapsed after debasing its coins. China's dynasties fell after paper money hyperinflation. The British pound lost its empire when it lost the world's reserve currency. And now, the US dollar is standing in that same dangerous place. Elites see it. Governments feel it. Most people don't notice it yet. But before we get to what they're doing today, we must understand how we got here. Because the road to the future of money starts with a decision made decades ago. A decision that changed everything. In 1971, the world's financial system hit a reset button. President Nixon ended the gold standard, separating money from any physical value. 'Cause governments could print unlimited money. Effect debt exploded, inflation became normal, and money slowly lost its meaning. What used to be real value became numbers on a screen. But here's the twist. The elites didn't panic. They adapted. They shifted their wealth from cash into assets, land, commodities, equities, companies, and later data and technology. While the average person saved money in a bank, the elite stopped saving and started owning. And that one decision created the wealth gaps you see today. As money printing grew, so did the illusion of prosperity. Governments lowered interest rates. Banks gave out cheap loans. People bought homes, cars, and stocks with money that didn't really exist. The entire global economy became a balloon pumped with artificial air. For elites, this was perfect. Cheap money meant they could borrow billions, buy assets, and repay debt with inflated dollars. But for ordinary people, it meant higher prices, lower savings, and a system stacked against them. Still, the real breaking point was yet to come. Fast forward to 2020, when the world locked down. Governments printed more money in 18 months than in the previous 40 years. More money equals less value. Less value equals higher prices. Higher prices equals people struggle. It was the point of no return. Inflation didn't rise. It erupted. Countries went bankrupt. Currencies collapsed. And central banks lost control. But there was something even more important happening in the shadows. The elites weren't panicking. They were preparing. Because they knew something the public didn't. The age of old money was ending. A new monetary era was beginning. And they wanted to be first. As inflation hit, elites started moving fast. 1. Buying up farmland. Billionaires from Bill Gates to UAE royal families quietly became the largest private landowners in the world. 2. Acquiring physical commodities. Oil, lithium, gold, rare earth minerals. Assets with real value, not printed value. 3. Investing in digital infrastructure. Blockchain startups. Payment networks. AI-driven financial systems. Privacy technologies. 4. Shifting wealth offshore. New tax havens. New regulations. New digital asset laws. Everything they did had one goal: escape the dying system before everyone else notices. Because they understand a universal law of finance. The system doesn't collapse all at once. It collapses slowly, then suddenly. Meanwhile, governments tried to fix the system, raising interest rates, printing money again, selling bonds, regulating crypto, pushing central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. But each fix created new problems. Rate hikes hurt businesses. Money printing increased inflation. CBDCs raised privacy concerns. Regulation pushed innovation offshore. Every solution failed because the problem wasn't inflation. The problem was the money system itself. And that's the secret the elites understood long before the public. You cannot fix a system designed to fail. You build a new one. Look at the patterns. In the last 100 years, every major currency has lost 90 to 99% of its value. The average lifespan of a fiat currency is just 35 years. Over 50 countries have experienced currency collapse in the past decade alone. The US prints 80% of its dollars in the last 20 years. History is repeating itself. And the elites are repeating the same strategies that wealthy families used during every major monetary shift. 1. Convert weak money into strong assets. 2. Move wealth into assets outside government control. 3. Invest in the next financial technology before the masses understand it. You are not watching random chaos. You're watching a transition. Right now, the world's richest people are preparing for one of the biggest financial resets in human history. Here's what they're doing. 1. Accumulating scarce assets. Gold reserves at the highest since 1970. Billionaires buying Bitcoin like digital gold. Sovereign wealth funds investing aggressively in AI and energy. 2. Positioning themselves for a cashless world. They're not waiting for CBDCs. They're building private alternatives. Private digital currencies, tokenized real estate, blockchain payments, smart contracts for global trade. 3. Creating self-sustaining wealth ecosystems. Farmland plus private energy plus private internet plus private security. A closed-loop system where they don't rely on governments. 4. Preparing for surveillance finance. They know the next era of money will track every transaction, every movement, every purchase, so they're investing in privacy tech, decentralized systems, offshore protections. The goal? Access to money without being controlled by it. Now the big question, how can you prepare the same way without billions? Here are the 3 most important steps. Takeaway number 1, shift from saving money to accumulating assets. Cash is losing value. Assets hold value. Start small. Gold, silver, Bitcoin, productive skills, land, even small pieces, online income streams. Owning is safer than saving. Takeaway number 2, build a hybrid financial life. Use both traditional finance and digital finance. Bank account plus digital wallet. Local currency plus strong currency. Paper assets plus digital assets. The future belongs to people who can operate in both worlds. Takeaway number 3, invest in what cannot be printed. Focus on things governments cannot create out of thin air. Skills, knowledge, networks, physical assets, decentralized digital assets, online businesses. These are inflation-proof. The future of money isn't coming someday. It's already here. The world is not moving toward a new financial system. We are already inside the transition. The only question left is, will you prepare like the elites, or will you wait until the new system decides your future for you? If you want more deep financial breakdowns like this, scripts, strategies, and step-by-step guides, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the next video might be the one that changes the way you see money forever.